All right. Hi, everybody. This is Philip Cripe from Hashtag Daily Crypto News with Cryptopolitan. It's the 17th of October, 2023. It's a Tuesday. It's nice to have you guys joining us. Let's get into the news, shall we? See what's going on. It's going to be one of those days, I think, where it's going to be a lot of things that have nothing to do with each other. But that's just what I'm guessing. I checked before the show. I saw Bitcoin at 28,300 approximately, with the Fear and Greed Index on CoinMarketCap at 47, which is the highest I remember it being since we started this show this past summer. So interesting. I also saw on Twitter that Bull Run and things like that were trending. So we'll see. All right, let's get into this. Grayscale GBTC discount falls to 16% as SEC misses ETF appeal window. Sounds like a good thing. Grayscale's GBTC discount is to its net asset value NAV has reduced by close to 16%. The SEC's failure to appeal means it has to consider its ruling, which could also be a denial of the GBTC ETF or a probable shift in the regulatory stance on ETF product investment. Crypto investors are rooting for BTC ETF to go live in 2024. Hi, Binance user DE44D. Nice to have you with us. The evolving world of crypto is realizing new investment opportunities. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is among the favored firms for traditional investors seeking to invest in digital assets. Recent events in the digital market have shown that GBTC's discount to its net asset value has reduced by close to 16%. And we'll see if they get a Bitcoin ETF or not. All right, let's get into this. Asia proves to be a promising haven amid the crypto winter. Let's take a look. Asia has undoubtedly positioned the continent as a crypto hub as the industry continues to suffer its worst winter in trading history. Asia has solidified itself as a unique crypto haven, considering a large number of countries in support of digital asset adoption, such as Hong Kong, China, South Korea, and Singapore. I can't help but notice, but two of those are island cities, basically, Hong Kong and Singapore. The crypto migration to Asia stems from the regulation stances taken by the SEC and the United States Federal Reserve. So the EU also isn't very clear on regulation yet. The former FTX engineering director testifies on SBF's autocratic spending habits. He make decisions by himself. Is that what we're talking about? Former FTX engineering director Nishad Singh testimony shed light on Bankman-Fried's unilateral decision-making. Singh revealed that while individuals like Carolyn Ellison and Sam Trabucco may have led Alameda Research, Sam Bankman-Fried was ultimately the one in charge. Singh revealed that while individuals like Carolyn Ellison and Sam Trabucco may have led Alameda Research, Sam Bankman-Fried was ultimately the one in charge. Singh alleged that Bankman-Fried had a habit of independently making financial decisions on behalf of Alameda Research, even though he was supposedly separated from FTX. Singh stated that Bankman-Fried would unilaterally spend Alameda's funds without consulting the team, and he even went as far as threatening to fire Carolyn Ellison for opposing his actions. Nishad Singh further described his growing distrust of Sam Bankman-Fried, portraying him as a formidable character who operated with significant autonomy. Singh cited specific investments in Anthropic, an artificial intelligence startup, and K5 Global, an investment firm linked to prominent figures such as former United States Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and Hollywood celebrities. According to Singh, Bankman-Fried instructed him and former Chief Technology Officer Gary Wang to proceed with a $1 billion investment in K5 Global, co-owned by Michael Kives and Brian Baum's venture capital firm. Singh expressed his concerns about using FTX's funds for this investment, insisting that it should be done with Sam's personal funds rather than those of the exchange. Nishad Singh's testimony came on the 9th day of Sam Bankman-Fried's criminal trial, which commenced on October 3rd, 2023. The jury had previously heard from Caroline Ellison and Gary Wang, who both pleaded guilty to fraud charges related to the unauthorized use of FTX funds for investments. Former FTX Digital Markets co-CEO Ryan Salame, another individual who pleaded guilty to similar charges, is not expected to testify in the trial. It remains uncertain whether the defense team intends to call Sam Bankman-Fried to the stand. Prior to Singh's testimony, the prosecution called upon FTX user Tariq Murad to provide insights into the exchange's operations. Murad shared his understanding of how FTX planned to utilize their user deposits and how Bankman-Fried's influence played a role in his investment decisions. Murad's testimony touched upon his belief that amidst reports of withdrawal issues at FTX in November 2022, Bankman-Fried's tweet asserting the safety of users' assets reassured him. Interesting. So he lied to people. Like he knowingly used money from Alameda that he knew was coming from FTX for his own ideas. Interesting. Former FTX engineering director testifies on SBF's autocratic spending habits, what we just talked about. Crypto scams decline in Ireland as fraudsters shift focus. From crypto to what? Fraudsters in Ireland have shifted their focus away from targeting cryptocurrency investors. Scammers in Ireland have shifted their attention towards banking customers. Detectives have identified over 20 bank accounts in the United Kingdom being utilized by these fraudsters. So wait, UK people are stealing money from the Irish? In a surprising turn of events, fraudsters in Ireland have shifted their focus away from targeting cryptocurrency investors amid a 2-year-long bear market. Instead, they have honed in on traditional banking customers, resulting in substantial financial losses. This shift comes as the cryptocurrency market experiences a decline in scams, largely retaining committed investors who prioritize due diligence. Okay. The frequency of cryptocurrency scams has traditionally been tied to the level of hype and profitability within the crypto ecosystem. However, the ongoing bear market appears to have contributed to the decline of these scams, weeding out some of the bad actors in the process. Serious investors who value thorough research and due diligence have remained steadfast in the face of market turbulence. As a result of the decreased profitability and difficulty in targeting cryptocurrency investors, scammers in Ireland have shifted their attention towards banking customers, exploiting the trust these individuals place in traditional financial institutions. According to a report by the Irish Independent, 2023 has seen Irish citizens lose nearly 20 million euros, approximately $21.8 million, to scammers posing as banking officials. Victims are frequently contacted via phone calls or emails by fraudsters who claim to represent legitimate and high-profile British banks or trading houses. Wow. That's interesting. Binance stops accepting new UK users. Here's why. All right, let's take a look. Binance temporarily suspends new user registrations in the UK following new FCA regulations that require collaborations with an FCA-authorized firm for marketing. Existing UK users can continue to access their accounts, but won't have access to new products or services until the issue is resolved. The suspension occurs as Binance faces regulatory scrutiny not just in the UK, but also from the US Securities and Exchanges Commission. Interesting. Hi, Atoll12. Nice to have you with us. Let's see. Jurors in SBF case see his pictures with top celebrities. Jurors in the SBF case were shown photos of Sam Bankman-Fried with top celebrities suggesting his high-profile connections. Nishad Singh, a former associate of SBF, revealed a $13 billion shortfall in the FTX cryptocurrency exchange. Funds from Bankman-Fried's hedge fund, Alameda Research, were allegedly used for political donations and celebrity endorsements. There's a new era for the US dollar. What to know? The US dollar's relationship with oil prices is undergoing a notable shift. US advancements in oil technologies have made it a leading net exporter of energy. The dollar's strengthening has significant repercussions, especially for emerging economies. Decades of persistent innovation in the US oil sector has pushed the nation from being a primary net importer to proudly wearing the crown of a net exporter. The technologies of fracking and horizontal drilling were game changers. There's also carbon. There's a method of getting what's left over that you can't get through traditional drilling to come up, so you can get that out too. I forget what it's called. There's like a few companies that do that in the world, and most of them are American. And they don't use water; they use something else. This transformative journey means the dollar now enjoys a seat at the elite's commodity currency table, rubbing shoulders with the likes of the Canadian dollar and Norwegian krone. Rising oil prices traditionally strengthen a nation's trading conditions and, in turn, its currency. This typical reaction has proven true for the dollar. But there's a twist. The dollar isn't just any currency, its influential role in global markets amplifies the ripple effects of its strength. This growing might of the dollar, intertwined with today's oil dollar dynamics, spells challenging times for emerging economies importing energy. As they grapple with increased import costs driven by rising oil prices, the formidable dollar further threatens their local currencies. The consequences: skyrocketing inflation and looming financial instability risks. The domino effect: oil inflation and the dollar. Recent surges in crude oil prices, specifically Brent crude, have been attributed to consistent demand and the perception that supply would remain restricted for an extended period. It's evident that major oil players such as Saudi Arabia are playing the long game, curbing production to prop up prices. In the wake of this oil price surge, the dollar flexed its muscles. Between mid-July and mid-October, the DXY index, which tracks the dollar's performance against other major currencies, saw an uptick of over 6%. And while currencies danced to multiple tunes, the dollar's ascent wasn't just oil-driven. Growing concerns about lingering U.S. inflation intensified the pressure on the Federal Reserve, suggesting a possibility of persistently high interest rates. A robust dollar is a nightmare scenario for many nations, especially energy-dependent economies in Asia. South Korea's recent economic woes illustrate the grim picture, with consumer prices seeing their most significant rise in half a year. Primarily due to commodities, the country is in a tight spot. In a bid to control inflation, its central bank is intervening in the currency markets, striving to prevent further weakening of the won against the dollar. For investors, it's critical to understand the revamped dynamics of the dollar-oil relationship. Although the current narrative emphasizes oil supply challenges, especially with potential upheavals in the Middle East, the spotlight could shift to dwindling demand in the face of stricter global monetary policies. However, let's not be naive. Even if oil prices were to plummet, it might not necessarily cause a significant dip in the dollar's strength. South Korea takes on global banks over short selling. I remember when the BRICS were having their meeting, and everybody was talking about the de-dollarization, the dollar disappearing, and then this last month, it's maybe Venezuela will turn to the dollar, and Argentina will turn to the dollar, and all this stuff. It's interesting that we've done a complete 180 in the last few months. South Korea takes on global banks over short selling. South Korea's financial watchdog is clamping down on two global banks for alleged naked short selling spanning 2021 to 2022. The banks, based out of Hong Kong, allegedly engaged in short selling without borrowing securities first, potentially gaining extra profits. The Financial Supervisory Service, FSS, has yet to disclose the bank's identities or the exact fine amounts. Interesting. India accused of US dollar rupee trade manipulation. Why not? India allegedly dumps a massive amount of US dollars to protect the rupee's value. Russia did that for the ruble. So other BRICS nations like China also act to challenge US dollar dominance. RBI's moves aim, I think that has to do with the RBI is the bank for, Reserve Bank of India. That's right. Moves aim to ensure market stability and deter negative rupee speculations. India stands accused of a bold move in the global financial arena. Reports suggest that the nation, a key BRICS member, dumped a colossal amount of US dollars. Do we have how much in here? I guess we'll find out more soon. I don't think we have the exact amount yet, but it's quite substantial. It seems. Israel gets ready for its Gaza invasion. He's using a sledgehammer. If he's trying to get people out, that might not be a good idea. Israeli forces prepared for an invasion of Gaza as conflict also escalates on the northern border with Lebanon. A deepening humanitarian crisis is emerging in the region, with discussions around opening the Rafah crossing for relief efforts. The U.S. has dispatched more naval forces to the eastern Mediterranean to deter any efforts to expand the war. I have a friend in Rafah. I hope he gets out soon. Recession fears ease as economists shift gears. Economists are becoming more optimistic about the US economy. The probability of a recession within the next year has dropped from 54% in July to 48% now. Federal Reserve's decision to stop raising interest rates plays a significant role in this optimism. Interesting. FTX co-founder exposes SBF's funding for US politicians. Former FTX executive Nishad Singh reveals SBF allegedly used misappropriated funds for political donations. Singh claims around $8 billion of FTX customer money was redirected to Alameda Research, an affiliate of SBF. The vanished funds were allegedly part of a strategy to overcome FTX's banking account issues. Do we talk about who they sent money to? Because I've seen the list, so. Yeah, no, they don't. Okay. Uniswap introduces new 0.15% swap fee, a leap towards sustainable decentralized exchanges. Uniswap's founder, Hayden Adams, introduces a competitive 0.15% swap fee on certain tokens, marking a significant move toward platform sustainability and transparency. The fee is distinct from the Uniswap protocol fees, which governed by uni token voting and showcases the exchange's continued drive for user-focused innovations. So it's a new fee on top of the other fee? Is that? In comparison to other players in the industry, Uniswap's fee is arguably one of the lowest, making it a user-friendly choice for many. Tokens such as ETH, USDC, WETH, so wrapped ETH, USDT, and DAI, DAI, to name a few, will be impacted by this fee. For those seeking a comprehensive list of effective tokens, the exchange's Help Center is the place to go. Now, you know, if you use Uniswap, where to go to get more information on that. Hi, Binance user 2A5ED, REFPWF, Binance user 8B08D, and Sakim Dewan, hi. And yeah, hi, Binance user. Hi, guys. Nice to have you with us. All right. Terraform Labs, Genesis under pressure as federal judge insists on subpoena compliance. U.S. District Court judge orders Genesis Global to produce specific documents for Terraform Labs by October 18th, following non-compliance with an earlier deadline. The ongoing legal confrontation highlights increasing regulatory scrutiny in the crypto sector, with potential long-term impacts on industry practices. See how that goes. Tether freezes over $873,000 connected to terrorism and illegal warfare in Israel and Ukraine. Tether has actively cooperated with 31 international law enforcement agencies across 19 jurisdictions, freezing about $835 million in assets, mainly related to theft and hacking. Cybercrime poses a $445 billion burden on the global economy. That's huge. So Tether shows the inherent advantage of blockchain for this, for getting the money back. After appealing for donations, Kiev managed to raise over $100 million in crypto. According to blockchain researcher Chainalysis, pro-Russian groups have also utilized crypto for funding in eastern Ukraine. However, Tether's ongoing collaboration with global agencies paints a different picture. It highlights a committed effort to augment the fight against terrorism, theft, and other illicit activities. I had an NGO in Ukraine before the war started. So when the war started, I did get some, I did raise some funds through crypto to help some people out and help some people help other people. Like we gave money to some people in Kharkiv and Kiev to give money, like food to people, basically, so they can go and buy food for distribution. Judge is skeptical of writer Rip's Bored Ape Yacht Club appeal. Bored Ape Yacht Club created a buzz at the NFT boom market with Hollywood celebrities on board. The NFT group is back in the limelight, but with a different reason, a court case. Yuga Labs, developers behind the Bored Ape Yacht Club, claims that Rip and his associate Jeremy Cahan were engaged in trademark infringement. Judge Morgan Kristen argues he can't see through Rip's argument that Yuga Labs is trying to silence Rip's and Cahan's protest art in order to bankrupt them. Sorry, trying to find something to do with trademark infringement. Filed the complaint in July 2022. The hearing proceedings on October 17th involved a panel of 3 judges from the United States Court of Appeal for the 9th District. However, the panel seemed extremely unpersuaded by Rip's and Cahan's attorney and termed the appeal as uncompelling. The lawyer argued that the case should be dismissed on grounds of free speech. Apparently, the fake Bored Ape NFTs were marketed, sold, and distributed using an anti-Semitic imagery strategy. This lured buyers unsuspecting of the knockoff digital artworks. Additionally, this activity was carried out within the Yuba Labs network. They claimed that the artwork was used without their knowledge of Bored Ape Yacht Club's ecosystem. This included the collection of 10,000 unique ape-themed non-fungible tokens. The pair had made millions of dollars while falsely advertising the digital artwork and unfair competition that followed the release of the derivative NFT collection termed RR/BAYC. On April 21st, the California District Court discovered that Rips and Cahan infringed Yuga Labs' trademark and used their RR/BAYC non-fungible token collection. According to the team behind the Bored Ape Yacht Club, Rip used Yuba Labs' trademark without proper attribution and compensation for their work. This is considered a serious allegation in the digital space, especially NFTs. Basically, NFTs are unique digital artworks that belong entirely to their developers unless used or sold with their consent. Regardless of Rip's case, looking like a straightforward case that could be resolved easily, it has become a deeper issue. The panel of judges still expresses a degree of skepticism toward the validity of his claims on free speech. There are various issues that have contributed to their skepticism, including proving why the SLAPP statutes should be implemented. According to Thomas Sprinkling, Wilmer Hale partner, the anti-SLAPP statute was forged as a prophylactic strategy. His view on the statute were it goes a little beyond the bounds of the First Amendment to make sure you're not threatening people with chilling speech in litigation, as is the case that happened here. Judge Anthony Johnstone responded to Sparkland's argument, stating he was selling the same images on the same marketplaces on virtually indistinguishable NFT identifiers. Judge Morgan Kristen also added, I'm still not seeing it. The argument was based on Yuga Labs trying to silence Rips and Cahan's protest art in order to bankrupt them. Regardless, the judges still seemed to focus their interest on the secondary sales of the NFTs. As such, they dismissed any arguments that pivoted to artistic criticism. Yeah, art as a defense in court is usually not a very good defense. Manta Pacific transitioning to Polygon ZK-EVM Layer 2 technology. Manta Pacific is making a strategic shift to Polygon's ZK-EVM Layer 2, enhancing transaction speeds and security. This move sets the stage for simplified ZK dApp development and broader blockchain interoperability. Interesting. See how that goes. Hi, Sakim Dewan, Binance user 8B0AD, Binance user A2093. Hi, Coins Morocco. Nice to have you guys with us. By the way, don't forget to subscribe so you get notifications when we go live again. Vitalik Buterin transfers $15 million USDC to Gemini Exchange. 14.93 million USDC to be exact, on October 16th, so yesterday. Buterin deposited $500,000 into Coinbase 3 days prior to the Gemini transaction. In September, he moved over $3.9 million in cryptocurrencies to various exchanges. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin is actively moving substantial crypto assets, with several recent transactions drawing attention. On October 16th, his wallet, Vitalik.eth, transferred $14.93 million in USD coin to the US exchange Gemini. The significant transaction originated from Canro, a charity supporting research on airborne pathogens, which had sent the same amount to Vitalik.eth 2 days prior. Moreover, Buterin's financial activities extend beyond this single transfer. We talked about them a little bit. The question is why? Buterin's transactions aren't limited to USDC. According to Look On Chain, he's also been depositing Ethereum into several crypto exchanges. One noteworthy activity involved transferring 1,000 ETH, approximately $1.64 million, to Bitstamp. Over the past 2 months, Buterin's linked address has funneled 4,400 ETH, roughly $7.23 million, into the same platform. The Ethereum co-founders' consistent asset movements have totaled over $3.9 million in September alone. Notable among those was a 400 ETH transfer, coming in at a solid $600,000 to Coinbase on September 24th. Another significant activity was recorded on August 21st, involving a 600 ETH transfer, as verified by on-chain monitoring tools. These repetitive, high-value movements by one of the blockchain industry's key figures suggest a strategic financial maneuvering whose purpose remains undisclosed. However, they undeniably indicate an ongoing and substantial interaction with centralized exchanges, a behavior common among high-profile individuals in the crypto space. So, okay. I feel less enthusiastic about reading that than I did before. I don't know. Like, he moved money around. Okay. Fidelity Digital Assets taps into EY's latest blockchain analytics tool. Fidelity Digital Assets becomes the first enterprise client to use EY's new blockchain analyzer, reconciler tool, aimed at enhancing internal risk management. The tool, resulting from a multi-million-dollar 6-year investment by EY, allows for querying on-chain data and provides dashboards for transaction analysis, wallet balances, and digital signatures. EY's blockchain analyzer supports multiple blockchains, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, with plans to extend features and blockchain support based on client demand. SEC warns investors about after false Bitcoin ETF approval reports. The SEC cautions investors on social media after false Bitcoin ETF approval news. Cointelegraph mistakenly reported that the SEC had approved BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF, leading to widespread confusion and criticism over its journalistic practices. I saw the video of them defending themselves, saying that you have to be first all the time, and that leads to sometimes saying things first that aren't happening yet. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink recognized the incident as indicative of the growing interest in cryptocurrency, noting an increasing demand among investors. Interesting. Why is the crypto market down today? Bitcoin hovers around $28,000. Following the false news that BlackRock's ETF was approved, the crypto market, which had slightly surged, dropped in double digits. The crypto market's reaction to the false information proved to be a double-edged sword on how volatile the crypto market is. Bitcoin rose to the tune of $30,000 and is now trading between $28,000 to $28,500. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin liquidations hit $137.2 million. Long liquidations are at $45.6 million, while short liquidations are at $91 million. So that false news actually hurt the market a little bit. Pennsylvania reverses crypto mining permit ban amid union pressure. Pennsylvania drops crypto mining ban due to union pressure, opting for reporting requirements instead. Political considerations impact crypto regulation as Democratic support takes precedence. Revisions to the bill aim to balance environmental concerns with the growing crypto mining industry. So if I understand this right, the Democrats tried to get rid of mining because of environmental concerns, and then the unions that helped get them elected pushed them to get rid of it. Yeah. Delhi stated, underscoring the sway these groups held within the Democratic majority in Pennsylvania's House. Okay, so they would lose the next elections if they didn't listen to the unions in Pennsylvania. That's why they did it. Not necessarily because they support crypto, but because they want to stay in power. Interesting. BitGet announces plans to launch high limit credit card to bolster global crypto payments. BitGet revealed plans for a high limit USD denominated Visa credit card at the Future Blockchain Summit in Dubai, aimed at facilitating global crypto payments. Gracie Chen, BitGet's managing director, discussed the company's Q4 2023 roadmap, highlighting the card's features such as cashback rewards, competitive foreign exchange rates, and robust security measures. Alongside its card's plans, BitGet is also focusing on AI-powered tools and has a $100 million Empower X fund to accelerate growth. Interesting. I should reach out to them for some fundraising. Xsola integrates XRP, boosting crypto and gaming. BitPay has integrated XRP payments for Xsola, promoting crypto adoption in gaming. Xsola is set to participate in the upcoming Money 2020 event in Las Vegas. Xsola and BitPay's partnership began in 2014, recently adding support for PayPal USD or PYUSD. Interesting. All right, let's see. FTX customers on edge as $9 billion payout plan awaits approval. FTX's proposed settlement could return 90% of assets to customers. Large withdrawals during bankruptcy may face a 15% reduction. A pivotal case for crypto exchanges, highlighting the need for regulations. Yep. False ETF rumor causes a plummet in Bitcoin's liquidity on Binance. According to the Keiko order book data, Kraken and Coinbase's Bitcoin liquidity outperformed Binance amidst the liquidity meltdown. The 0.1 measure of buy-side liquidity on Binance crashed to 1.2 BTC, valued at $30,000. This was a significant drop from 100 BTC. The sudden price spike brought by the ETF false news caused a surge in trading volume and strained the platform's infrastructure. As a result, it affected its order books and in turn significantly raised slippage. Interesting. Coinbase's liquidity boost, 80 trading pairs removed to strengthen market resilience. Coinbase's liquidity focus aims to strengthen market resilience. Declining trading volumes challenge Coinbase and Binance. The crypto market shifts extend beyond liquidity, impacting major exchanges. A lot going on. I am Valentina, Umer48. Nice to have you guys with us. Whale loses $50,000 in minutes due to fake Bitcoin ETF news. A cryptocurrency whale incurred a $49,000 loss within 10 minutes due to reactionary trading sparked by false Bitcoin spot ETF news. The misleading information disseminated by Cointelegraph falsely indicated the SEC's approval of a Bitcoin ETF, leading to a brief market frenzy. After BlackRock debunked the false report, Bitcoin's value experienced a sharp decline, emphasizing the significant influence of news on market behavior. You see this in the stock market too. Robert Kiyosaki stresses awareness in unpredictable market times. Robert Kiyosaki stresses the importance of awareness and empathy in the face of global financial instability. Kiyosaki maintains his position on the value of safe haven assets, projecting considerable growth for Bitcoin, gold, and silver by 2025. Highlighting silver's industrial relevance and accessibility due to its affordability, Kiyosaki sees it as a prudent investment for the public. He's seen that for a long time. All right. Let's take a look at CoinMarketCap and see how things are going. Yep, it went down $50 since the last time I checked today. So the global crypto market cap is $1.09 trillion, a 0.24% increase over the last day. The fear and greed index is at 47 still, which is the highest I've seen it in a long time. So we talked about Bitcoin. It's at $28,247.82, down 1.82% in the last 24 hours, still up 2.81% over the last 7 days. You can see the trend there. It's still higher than it was. Let's take a look at the biggest losers in the last 24 hours real quick. Still have Loom Network, just like yesterday, down 24.46%, which means over the last 7 days, it's now up only 31.88%. It was up much higher than that. Rune from Thorchain down to, the price of Loom right now is 25 cents, 08. Rune from Thorchain is down 10.05% over the last 24 hours to $1.55. Sui is down 9.05% to 38 cents 29. Trust Wallet token is down 6.55% to $1.01, and Uniswap's Uni is down 6.31% to $3.95. Yeah, and then we have Clayton's Clay, which is down 5.38% over the last 24 hours, but up 5.38% over the last 7 days to 12 cents 57. Thought that was interesting to note. We have a lot of red. Okay, we have a lot of red today. A lot of things are down today. Okay. Let's look at the biggest winners in the last 24 hours. OKB is up 5.17% in the last 24 hours, up 7.68% in the last 7 days to $46.48. ApeCoin, it's interesting. We talked about the Bored Ape Yacht Club earlier in court. Ape is up 1.89% in the last 24 hours to $1.11. Ton from Ton coin is up 0.75% in the last 24 hours to $2.02. Everything else is up almost nothing. And then, wow, in the green, if we don't count stable coins, I'll count the gold pegged coins too. It's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 are in the green today if you don't count USDT that was just repegging. So moved up 0.02%. How are we at 47? That's crazy. Okay. The market's being strange again. It's being strange almost every day. Ethereum is at $1,575.24. It's down 2.46% over the last 24 hours. BNB is at $211.38, down 1.86% over the last 24 hours. XRP is at 49 cents 07, down 2.36% over the last 24 hours. It made it above 50 cents yesterday, but it's down again. Sol from Solana is at $23.92, down 2.04% over the last 24 hours. ADA from Cardano down 3.46% over the last 24 hours to 24 cents 89. Doge from Dogecoin down 2.25% over the last 24 hours to 5 cents 944. TRX from Tron down 0.99% over the last 24 hours to 8 cents 809. Ton from Ton coin we talked about already. Matic on Polygon is at 52 cents 52, down 1.75% over the last 24 hours. There you have it. That's the news for today. Thanks for joining. Hi, Jaja 789. Nice to have you with us. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting week. We do have an interview on Friday, like we have had for the last few weeks. Feel free to subscribe so you get notifications when we go live. I haven't been doing much unusual lives during the weekend, like gaming or anything like that. Whoa. Okay. The global crypto market cap is 1.08 trillion, a 2.88% decrease over the last day. Let me refresh that just to make sure I'm reading that correctly. Yeah, the whole market cap just went down 2% in the last few minutes. All of a sudden. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Yeah, just lost $0.01 trillion. So that's a lot of money. Okay. Was not expecting that to happen right as I was about to get off. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Uh, Try to be smart with your trading if you're doing trading today. Yeah, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Any likes will help me feel better about how the show went today, even with the market being strange. And subscribing helps me know you're actually interested in the content. Have a great day. See you guys.